Hey, what's up, guys? It's Randall from OddsJam back with you today for some more player props, filling in for Matt Modi one last day. He will be back tomorrow to share all of his insight, all of his plays. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to jump over to OddsJam. We're going to see what we can find in the NBA today. Pretty solid day yesterday. Wanted to point out that the OddsJam bet tracker, 100% free to use. You can track all of your bets. It'll keep track of your daily amounts here. You can also check out the sweat station where it will show you all of the plays that you have in play for the day. It'll track those for you. So if you've got LeBron over 28.5 points and he has 25, there'll be a little line there with his point total continuing to go up. So pretty cool feature on OddsJam. And again, bet tracker 100% free to use. If you're not tracking your bets, you definitely need to. It's the only way to really see if you are profiting. So we'll go ahead and jump over here to the player props for today. Quite a few that are out there with quite a bit of value this morning. Darius Garland over 2.5, player made threes, Cavaliers at the Pacers today. We can see we can get plus 135 on MGM, minus 135 on PointsBet. We can look at a couple other sharp books. We can see BetOnline has the over at plus 117, Pinnacle at plus 124. Average odds for these sports books plus 116. So quite a bit of value here on Garland over 2.5 threes on BetMGM. Next one here, Scotty Barnes under a half, player made three. This one's pretty juicy, but it does have quite a bit of value here. No VIG odds. This is the odds. These are the kind of fair odds if you were to remove the juice. So fair odds for this are plus 168. We would be getting plus 175. We can see rest of the market, BetOnline sitting at plus 155. Pinnacle sitting at plus 152. Average odds across all of the books, plus 155. Pretty high juice to the over, but a ton of value here on the under. And I mean, with EV betting, I was looking at some of the comments yesterday. It's definitely a volume game, and it does matter. I mean, line shopping does matter. Getting the best number does matter. I mean, if you consistently beat the closing line at least 50% of the time, you are going to profit long term. So it's not a, bet 2 or 3 plays, throw in the towel. It's a volume game. And I would say most of our users who are making money are betting 30 to 50 plays a day, which may sound insane, but imagine that you are flipping a coin. You and I are going to flip a coin, and it's 52% chance, has a 52% chance to land on heads, 48% chance to land on tails. If I get to decide how many times we're going to flip it, I'm going to say, let's flip it 10, because in those 10 flips, I may win 6 of them. Whereas if you get to decide how many times we flip it, you might say 1,000, because after 1,000 flips, you are going to definitely have the edge. So EV is a volume game. Next one here, Nembhard under 2.5 rebounds. Cavs Pacers game here, plus 125 on PointsBet. We can see the average odds are plus 107. BetOnline plus 107. Pinnacle plus 102. Two very sharp books. Fair odds plus 120. So another one to look at there. I know some of you are interested in prize picks. So we've got one here on Sabonis over 20.5 player points. Looks like that actually has moved. That would have been a good bet. I would assume that is now probably 21 or 21.5. Let's take a look here. Garland over 2.5 rebounds, minus 125 on PointsBet. Another very good bet. Average odds minus 151. BetOnline, Pinnacle, very, very high juice there as well. One with lower EV, Franz Wagner over 1.5 player made threes. Minus 120 on Barstool and Bet Rivers. Minus 122, no VIG, fair odds. Average odds are minus 141. And we can see here price picks for a couple other options. Butker over 1.5 player field goals made. Definitely some value if you were to put him in a 5 or a 6 pick flex, minus 119 on that. And it looks like Harrison Barnes has some value as well, under 4.5 rebounds. Again, only in the 5 or the 6 pick flex. If you put him in the 2, you would be getting minus 137 odds. Average odds for that are -138. So you want to go with the 5 or the 6 pick flex. So that is going to wrap it up today. We'll go ahead. We'll do one more refresh, see if there are any other player props that are out there. Looks like all of the same. So be sure to lock those in and let's make some money. Matt will be back with you tomorrow.